Hello friends, in this video we are going to discover the top 10 best places to live in Wisconsin. Wisconsin is a friendly and casual place to enjoy all four seasons. Best known for its dairy farms and pro sports, it is also home to tech companies and a world-class research university. Most of the landscape is sparsely populated countryside, dotted with thousands of lakes. But while over half of Wisconsinites live in towns of fewer than 20,000, there are also cities to enjoy. The biggest, Milwaukee, has a larger population than Baltimore or Atlanta. All of the communities described below have certain characteristics in common. Here are a few. 1. Taxes. Wisconsin has a progressive state income tax that ranges from 3.54% to 7.65%. The national average state income tax is 4.6%. The state and local sales tax combined rate ranges from 5.0% to 5.5%, below the national average of 6.2%. Wisconsin has a relatively high effective property tax rate of 1.68%. 2. Climate. Most of Wisconsin is cold and snowy in the winter and hot and humid in the summer. We will mention any specific climatic anomalies for specific areas if they exist. Kindly make sure to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon before we start this video about the 10 best places to live in Wisconsin. Now let's dig deeper into each of the top 10 best places to live in Wisconsin. Number 10. Stoughton. Stoughton is a small community about a half-hour's drive southeast of Madison. It is located on the Yahara River and just south of Lake Kegonsa. Highway 51 is the main route in and out of town. Stoughton has a population of 13,173 spread over a 6.35 square mile area. The population density is 2,075 per square mile. The population in Stoughton grew by 4.5% from April 2010 through April 2020, below the overall U.S. rate of 6.9% and above the Wisconsin rate of 3.5%. In Stoughton, 69.3% of residents own their homes. Stoughton's small size means it doesn't break down into distinct neighborhoods to the extent of a larger city. The majority of home values in Stoughton range from $150,000 to $400,000, though home worth more $1 million are not uncommon. The largest employers in the Stoughton area include Stoughton Trailers, B&G Foods, and Uniroyal. Many residents commute to Madison or its suburbs. The Stoughton area has an average commute time of 25.7 minutes. Stoughton was founded in 1847 and claims to be the birthplace of the coffee break. Number 9. Appleton. Appleton is one of the Fox Cities, a group of several communities along the Fox River in eastern Wisconsin. It is situated at the north end of Lake Winnebago. Interstate 41 connects Appleton to Milwaukee to the southeast and Green Bay to the northeast. Appleton has a population of 75,644 spread over a 25.29 square mile area. The population density is 2,991 per square mile. The population in Appleton grew by 4.1% from April 2010 through April 2020, substantially below the overall U.S. rate of 6.9% and above the Wisconsin rate of 3.5%. In Appleton, 65.6% of residents own their homes. The unemployment rate in Appleton is 3.7%, which is below both the U.S. national rate of 5.8%. The largest employers in the Appleton area include ThedaCare, Affinity Health Systems, Kimberly-Clark, and Thrivent Financial. The Appleton area has an average commute time of 18.4 minutes. Number 8. Sturgeon Bay. Sturgeon Bay is located at the base of the Door Peninsula, which juts out into Lake Michigan and creates Green Bay. The body of water for which the town is named, Sturgeon Bay, divides the town in two. 3 bridges, including U.S. Highway 42, connect the halves. Sturgeon Bay has a population of 9,646 spread over an 11.49 square mile area. The population density is 840 per square mile. The population in Sturgeon Bay grew by 5.5% from April 2010 through April 2020, below the overall U.S. rate of 6.9% but above the Wisconsin rate of 3.5%. In Sturgeon Bay, 66% of residents own their homes. Sturgeon Bay is a scenic little town with views of the water. It's a popular place to watch ships, especially impressive pleasure yachts, which were also historically built here. One of the best parts of Sturgeon Bay is that it's the gateway to Door County, a recreational area that many call the Cape Cod of the Midwest.
Number 7. Waunakee.
Waunakee is a suburb located just north of Madison and not far to the west of the Dane County Regional Airport.
6 Mile Creek runs through the town.
Waunakee has a population of 14,879 spread over a 7.17 square mile area. The population density is 2,075 per square mile. The population in Waunakee grew by 23% from April 2010 through April 2020, substantially above both the overall U.S. rate of 6.9% and the Wisconsin rate of 3.5%. In Waunakee, 75.9% of residents own their homes. The unemployment rate in Waunakee is 3.6%, which is below both the U.S. national rate of 5.8%. The largest employers in the Waunakee area include the Waunakee School District, Tormach, Unirec Incorporated, and Wipperfurth's Piggly Wiggly. The Waunakee area has an average commute time of 23.5 minutes. Waunakee has no post-secondary schools, but it is within an hour's commute of the colleges and universities in the Madison area. There are 7 public schools and 12 private schools in the Waunakee area.
There is 1 public high school and 1 private high school. Number 6. Wausau. Wausau is just north of the center of Wisconsin. It is accessible via Interstate 39 north to south and U.S. Highway 29 east to west. The Wisconsin River runs widely through the town. Wausau has a population of 39,994 spread over a 20.33 square mile area. The population density is 1,967 per square mile. The population in Wausau grew by 2.3% from April 2010 through April 2020, below both the overall U.S. rate of 6.9% and the Wisconsin rate of 3.5%. In Wausau, 58.1% of residents own their homes. The unemployment rate in Wausau is 3.5%. The largest employers in the Wausau area include Aspirus Wausau Hospital, Apogee Wausau Group, East Bay, Marathon Electric, and Fiskars Incorporated. The Wausau area has an average commute time of 15.3 minutes. Wausau's location in central Wisconsin puts it far from the hustle and bustle of city life. Number 5. Janesville. Janesville is located near the southern border of the state, slightly closer to the eastern side than the western side. It is under an hour's drive from Madison via I-94, and just over an hour from Milwaukee. Janesville has a population of 65,615 spread over a 34.76 square mile area. The population density is 1,888 per square mile. The population in Janesville grew by 3.2% from April 2010 through April 2020, below both the overall U.S. rate of 6.9% and the Wisconsin rate of 3.5%. In Janesville, 66% of residents own their homes. Most homes in Janesville fall in the $150,000 to $400,000 range. While it is a small town that tends to lack named, there are some distinctions among different areas of town. The unemployment rate in Janesville is 5.4%, June 2021, which is below the U.S. national rate of 5.8%. The largest employers in the Janesville area include Mercy Health Systems, SSI Technologies, Lab Safety Supply, and Simmons Bedding Company. The Janesville area has an average commute time of 21.2 minutes. Number 4. Green Bay.
The city of Green Bay is located at the mouth of the Fox River, as it flows northward from Lake Winnebago and ends at Green Bay. Interstate 41 connects Green Bay to Appleton to the southwest. Green Bay has a population of 107,395 spread over a 55.76 square mile area. The population density is 1,926 per square mile. The population in Green Bay grew by 3.2% from April 2010 through April 2020, below both the overall U.S. rate of 6.9% and the Wisconsin rate of 3.5%. In Green Bay, 55.6% of residents own their homes. The unemployment rate in Green Bay is 4%, which is below the U.S. national rate of 5.8%. The largest employers in the Green Bay area include Schneider National, Schreiber Foods, Associated Bank, and Bellin Health Systems. The Green Bay area has an average commute time of 18 minutes. There are 57 public schools and 117 private schools in the Green Bay area. Among high schools, there are 10 public and 8 private schools. Number 3. Eau Claire. Eau Claire is found in the western part of Wisconsin, almost due east of Minneapolis. The Chippewa River cuts through the city. Interstate 94 takes drivers west to the Twin Cities or southeast toward Madison. Eau Claire has a population of 69,421 spread over a 34.95 square mile area. The population density is 1,986 per square mile. The population in Eau Claire grew by 5.4% from April 2010 through April 2020, below the overall U.S. rate of 6.9% and above the Wisconsin rate of 3.5%. In Eau Claire, 56.6% of residents own their homes. The unemployment rate in Eau Claire is 4%, which is below the U.S. national rate of 5.8%. The largest employers in the Eau Claire area include the Mayo Clinic Health System, EC Area School District, University of Wisconsin, Eau Claire, Menard Incorporated, and Phillips Medisize. The Eau Claire area has an average commute time of 16.2 minutes. There are 23 public schools and 58 private schools in the Eau Claire area. Among high schools, there are 5 public and 7 private schools. Overall, the Eau Claire area is known for a good educational infrastructure, above similarly sized metro areas. Number 2. Milwaukee. Milwaukee is located in southeastern Wisconsin, just north of Chicago along the shore of Lake Michigan. General Mitchell International Airport is the major hub for air travel in the state. Milwaukee has a population of 577,222 spread over a 96.81 square mile area. The population density is 5,962 per square mile. The population in Milwaukee decreased by 3% from April 2010 through April 2020, while the overall U.S. population rose by 6.9% and Wisconsin's population rose by 3.5%. In Milwaukee, 41.4% of residents own their homes. The unemployment rate in Milwaukee is 5.5%, which is below the U.S. national rate of 5.8%. The largest employers in the Milwaukee area include Advocate Aurora Health, Johnson Controls, Frotard Health, Ascension, Quad, Kohl's and GE Healthcare. The Milwaukee area has an average commute time of 22.2 minutes. Milwaukee is home to a number of recognized universities and colleges. The best known are the Wisconsin-Milwaukee, Marquette University, Alverno College, Mount Mary University, Milwaukee School of Engineering and the Milwaukee Institute of Art and Design. Number 1. Madison. Madison, the state capital, is centered on an isthmus between 2 lakes in the south-central part of the state. Madison is one of best cities to live in Wisconsin. It is served by the Dane County Regional Airport and is crossed by Interstate 3990 from north to south and I-94 from east to west. Madison has a population of 269,840 spread over a 101.53 square mile area. The population density is 2,658 per square mile. The population in Madison grew by 15.7% from April 2010 through April 2020, substantially above both the overall U.S. rate of 6.9% and the Wisconsin rate of 3.5%. In Madison, 47.1% of residents own their homes. The unemployment rate in Madison is 3.6%, which is below both the U.S. national rate of 5.8%. The largest employers in the Madison area include the University of Wisconsin at Madison, Bombardier Recreational Products, Menard Incorporated, and Epic. Madison is home to a number of recognized universities and colleges. Overall, the Madison area has a good educational infrastructure compared to similarly sized metro areas. So, which is your favorite places among the top 10 best places to live in Wisconsin? Well, that's all we have for you today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content of this video, click the subscribe button so you can receive more content like this. Post your favorite places among the top 10 best places to live in Wisconsin in the comments below. I'd love to read them and I'm sure others would too.